These Highway 40 blues. I walked the holes in both of my shoes. Count the days since I've been gone. Haven't seen the lights of home.
Why, hello there. It's Mr. McFlanagan, and I'm bringing you some Halo 5 beta gameplay. That's right, Halo doesn't come out for another year, but I got an early access code to play the beta this weekend. And I'll tell you what, guys, it's been pretty fun. It's been real fun, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. But what I wanted to say basically is this is the first-person shooter in a long time that's had a beta, and they're really trying to get the game right and all the kinks ironed out so that when it comes out, it's done and it's finished. Because if you haven't been paying attention to Halo, they've had a lot of problems with the Master Chief Collection. It's had like maybe 15 updates. I mean, I bet you that thing almost has 100 gigs worth of updates done to that game just to try to make it function right. But with Halo 5, I feel like they're going to have a polished game that's going to work right, and it's going to be fantastic. And the map that I'm playing on here is Midship. Well, that's what you remember it as, is Midship. It's not called Midship in this, it's called Truth. And if you don't remember Midship, it was a map that came out originally in Halo 2. It was also remade for Halo 3. It was also remade for Halo Reach. So this map is so good that they've remade it 3 times, and this will be the 4th time they've remade this map. I mean, Midship is just one of those classic, small, fast-paced maps that you always go back to it in your mind as one of the best. Now, I want to get into some of the things that I like about Halo 5. First off, I'm pretty sure this is on dedicated servers, because I experienced almost no lag during the beta, which this isn't the full beta. The full beta comes out on the 29th, but this is the 2-day early access. But I didn't experience almost any lag in this game whatsoever. The only time I got a little bit of lag is like I'd climb over something and my character would re-climb over it like it would glitch. But that's something you get with servers. That's just a little bit of server lag that didn't feel like actual host lag or what you would consider, player-to-player host lag. And with the BR, it's a 4-shot kill. And most every time I got all 4 headshots, they went down 4 shots, which is a good sign that this might be on servers. I really hope it's on servers. I'll tell you some other stuff that I like. They found a way to balance sprint. In Halo 4, they added sprint to the game, to your character. And no matter if you were sprinting or standing still, your shields came back. So if you got shot by a couple shots, you could run away and your shield would come back. Now in this game, if you get shot and you run away, as you see there, my shields are not charging until I completely stopped, okay? Then my shields come back. So if you're taking damage and you run, you have to get away before that guy can kill you because your shields are not going to come back, which is a great way to balance sprint. I think it's a fantastic idea. Another thing I like about this game is the guns are actually kind of hard to use. You have to have aim. There's not very much auto-aim on the guns like in all the other Halos, because in all the other Halos, you just put the cursor close to them and the auto-aim assist will lock on, and then you're pretty much in the pocket. Where this game, you have to have pretty precise, accurate aim. Another thing I like is the graphics are amazing. The graphics on this game are like mind-blowing. I mean, this is previously recorded. It's not as good as live footage, but man, these graphics will... I mean, your mouth is drooling while you're staring at the graphics in this game. It's so damn good. And another thing I like about this game is no longer do you have a scope. You actually ADS in this game. But what's cool about it is it doesn't really feel like ADS. It still feels like you have the scope. It's just you can see, around your reticle. Your reticle doesn't take up the whole screen. So it's kind of got more of a Call of Duty feel, but honestly it still feels much like Halo. It doesn't have that true ADS feel. And I like that. I mean, I think it's cool. They also slowed down the rate of fire on the battle rifle and the DMR, so you can't just spam the trigger. You have to have somewhat accurate aim, which makes the skill gap increase, which is nice. So the more time you put into the game, the more focus you put in on hitting shots and not missing, it's rewarding. You win more gun battles. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, really, think about it, guys. I also like the thruster packs in this. I hate to say it, but I really like it because they're not that big of an advantage. You can only thruster pack like once every 5 seconds. You can't just spam the thruster pack. But if you get in a battle and you notice that you're losing the gunfight, you could hit your thruster pack, move to the left, and maybe make the guy miss and win the gunfight, which is pretty good and quite balanced. I think it's really neat. They also put assassin animations. It's basically finishing moves. Like if you get behind a guy and you bap him, you'll go into the animation where you do a Spartan takedown and you either break his neck or you stomp on him, or you do all kinds of cool stuff. I really like the animations from Halo 4, and they put it back in the game, and I think it functions quite well. Now in the beta here, there's no friendly fire on, that's why I can chuck nades pretty much anywhere I want. They're not going to hurt my team. I hope they do put friendly fire back in the game, because I think it does help the game as far as skill gap. You can't just kill your teammates. I think it helps quite a bit. Now, there's more things I liked about the game, because I really, really like this game. I think this game is probably the best Halo they've made since Halo 2. And that's a bold statement, but I'm just going to say it. I really like the game. I mean, I think I played like almost 7 or 8 hours of this straight. And I really didn't even have the time to play, but I just was enjoying the game so much. It's so much different. It doesn't really play like any Halo game you've ever played. Just throw that all out the window. It's completely new. But I want to go over real quick some of the things that I did not like. Let's get to the first one, the sword. The sword in this is well balanced. It doesn't have as much of a lunge, but the sword is so bright. The animation on it is so bright when you're holding it, you almost cannot see anything. It's blinding. And the actual sword itself is so big that it takes up almost your whole entire screen, which is really, really, really annoying. Another thing is slow shield recharge. I think I counted one time it took almost 8 seconds for my shield to come back. Now, I don't know if that's like if you're sprinting, it takes longer after sprint. I don't know, but the shield recharge seemed just a little bit slow to me. Maybe I'm wrong. This is just first impressions, guys, too. I may think differently once the real beta comes out. Like, look how bright that sword is. My God, and it's huge. The guns have kick, which I'm fine with them having kick, but that's going to take me to my next thing. You get flinch when shot. When you're taking damage from another opponent, it makes your gun kick, and it's really hard to control a gun. So I really wish they would take flinch out. I don't like flinch in the Halo Master Chief Collection or anything. I don't think flinch should be in any Halo game, period, because you are a Master Chief. You are a guy that's wearing a protective suit with a shield. Now, if you're getting shot, your shield is just taking that damage. The actual person inside the suit's not taking the damage. So why would you flinch when you have a shield that deflects bullets? So that doesn't make any sense anywhere across the board for me. Let me see here. You can't crouch jump anymore. They took it out of the game. They used to call it Gandhi hopping. Basically, you would jump in air, and you would hit the trigger, and it would make you kind of float for a second. It was kind of a neat thing. And I don't know how that guy killed me, because the assault rifle owns the BR in this. I don't know how he did that, so that's why I was shaking my head. But you can't Gandhi hop. You can't do it. They took it out of the game, which that's just a little gripe for me. And another thing, too, is you can do a boost slam, which is well balanced. It doesn't work that well. I don't think I've been boost slammed one time since the game's been out. But if you click in your crouch button, you'll go into the boost slam animation, and it makes your character aim straight down. And I don't know why it does that, because it makes you lose a lot of gunfights. But that's just a few gripes I got right now. I have more Halo 5 action to bring you as my Spartans are celebrating here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Mr. McFlanagan. Enjoy the stats and a little music.
Highway called when I was young, told me lies of things to come. Pretty girls I had